on, guys? Welcome back to Strange BMX. And I know it's been a while since I did anything about my car. I told you guys it was gonna be soon. Should be the next video for my car should be the 24th and the 25th. What we'll be doing is the clutch, tires, and hopefully spark plugs and distributor wires and the cap. As it goes for the interior of the car, I can't really say right now because don't got money for new seats. I'm trying to find aftermarket cheap race seats, the comfort race seats, what I'm talking about, because the seats seen better days. Pretty sure you can see by the shoulder there's a rip there. That doesn't look too good either. It's mold because this car, as you can tell, the plastic bag right here has a leak in the target top. Found out what it was called in the corner right there. And I need to buy new weather stripping for this car because it's been sitting for 14 years, and when the car sits for 14 years, all the rubber pieces on the outside of the car starts to get all weather damaged, cracked, dry rotted, stuff like that. And it's usually what happens. If you ask about the dash, I don't know when I'm going to be repairing the ginormous crack on the dash, cracks and all that stuff. I might just keep it on there for now and buy myself a dash cover, like a dash rug, because I've seen videos of how people take this dash out and it's not fun. It's a horrible process that I'm not trying to work on right now. I'm not trying to be lazy, but it's kind of like a cosmetic, and I'm not going to spend money on a cosmetic when it's not that important for the car. One thing I missed out too is that we need to do this, not suspension, but the calipers, which we'll be doing there. Cleaning up the calipers, replacing the rotors because the rotors on right now really rusty, and it's about time for new rotors, pads, and not new calipers, but we're gonna make the calipers look nice. I might spray paint it, sand it down, because they are a little crusty. They're not clean, they're not red, they're not orange, they're not all sports like the actual MK4 calipers are, but as they are, I'm gonna leave the calipers stock because calipers are very expensive, like the Brembos. I'm not trying to buy Brembos for this car right now because I am not doing a turbo modification right now. I'm just trying to make this car functional, work, and street legal for now, because I've not done any emissions on this car, which we need to do here. Haven't gotten registered, haven't gotten anything like that. I'm just working on the car, making it work before we bring it to any place to get checked, so I pass it. What's it called? What else? What else did I catch you guys up on yet? I think I told you already about the gas cap. It doesn't want to close. Still haven't figured out why. Hopefully I will be soon. Other thing, if you can leave in the comments, I need to know this. I have no idea. I've been looking on forums. Nobody wants to answer me. In the engine, my 7M GE, there is... I haven't checked the other two, I guess, or so. I'm not gonna guess it right now, but the two cylinders in the back where the spark plugs are, I took the spark plugs out and they were covered in oil. The two spark plugs in the front, they were dry and they weren't covered in oil. I have no idea what that could be. There's no crack in my block or anything because I've done the compression tests on all of them and it comes out strong. So, normal, yeah. Normal compression, so there's no cracks in my block, there's nothing like that. I just have no idea why there's oil getting all over my spark plugs in the back of the, 6th and 5th spark plugs. I don't know. So if you guys can leave a comment and help me out, that would be grateful, because I need to figure out what that is, because if it's something that is major with my car, where if I keep driving it like this it would blow my engine, I need to know. And yeah, that's about it. interior, like I said, it's like a tannish color, which I'm not really fond of, but I'm not trying to spend the money on getting new interior pieces right now. Like I said, I want this car to function, and the only things that I might buy for this car for the interior is the seats, a new steering wheel, like a quick release steering wheel, because this steering wheel, I mean, I like it, I'll keep it, but I want a quick release because, you know, it's extra, I guess, but I like quick release steering wheels. Helps with the security of the car. As is right now, the radio don't work because it's a, I don't know what year this is, but it's pretty old. Pretty sure you could tell. Pretty old, doesn't work. I don't know if the speakers work in here because there's cords going to the back that are to the subwoofer that was in this car, but the subwoofer's not there, and no other parts to it for there is there. And I might be getting the terminals for the battery because the positive is cracked, so that's another must to do. And that's about it. That's your guys' update. As is the car, yes, it's still paint still is chipping. You know, all it says the cosmetics and stuff is for last. The things I'm worried about right now is getting the car running, driving how it should. And once it's driving how it should and all that stuff, then you guys start seeing like the modifications I'll do that on the outside, because I have plans on buying a body kit or some nice OEM parts that will go on this car that'll make it look a little nicer. I don't know about the suspension right now because I have not been able to test out the car on the road and how it feels, but my guess is since it's an 89, I'm pretty sure the suspension's kind of blown, so suspension would probably be before making the car look nice, because that's really expensive. And I'm not saying like the body kit isn't expensive and stuff, which it is, but suspension that I want to get for this car are very expensive, because the BC coilovers is what I want to get for this car. Those are $1,000 some dollars, and I'm $1,000 with some dollars that I don't have. So that's your guys' update. I mean, I'm doing little interior fixes, like the whole sun cover or blocker or whatever you call this. I don't know what it's called. Visor is broken off, so I'm fixing that right now. The other one's fine. The center piece right here, the lid, all the leather was getting all messed up. All this stuff was coming out of it, the sponge, whatever you call it. So I took it off. I'm fixing that, and I don't know if you guys can see, but there's a blind, I don't know what you call them, the blinds. I'll take you back through right now that I just fixed. I'm waiting on buying some, what's it called? Waiting on buying some fabric so I can put it in there for a blind, because I took the blinds out and it was pretty much like dry rotted. So I'll show you that right now, but I fixed it. All it needs is a new blind set, little wind, whatever spindle inside for it. So I'll show you guys. And yeah, this is the plastic bag because the car's leaking. Covered the roof so it doesn't leak anymore in my car. Here it is. That piece holds a what do you call it? A blind, and you pull it over here, locks over here. That's what I'll be putting on. And these wires, like I said, this is to the amp, which I'm going to be pulling out because I have no use for it. I have no amp. If you guys are wondering, I was surprised about this. Yes, this car does have the original, what do you call, spare tire. It's pretty interesting. But that does not look good. That's the feel. It's pretty rusty. It's actually the first thing I've seen. So that's something that I need to look at. Other than that, like I said, the speakers, I don't know if they work. Water was dripping on them, so I'm pretty sure they don't. That's the piece that I repaired, you know, as much as I could. I sanded it down, grinded it. I didn't show you this before, but it was completely rusty, disgusting. I grinded it down, sanded it down, spray painted it. So there it is. All I'm missing is the fabric inside so I can fix it. I almost just fell. That's just a little blooper, but I'm gonna keep it in. This is what I was talking about with the whole gas. You know, I'm still trying to figure it out so it's loose. I'm not trying to close it again and have it lock up on me because I'm not trying to dent it. Other thing is the radio. I might just take this off completely and go to one of those, what do you call, I forgot what they're called, but they're just a straight non-fold-in radio. I don't know what they're called, but I might be replacing that with replacing this with that, because I'm not really a fan of, you know, the roll down radio things. I don't even know what they're called, but I'm not a fan, and I want to get rid of this and make the car look a little more sleeker. But yeah, as it is, like I said, the car's paint is horrible, but that's all cosmetics, you know. When I was saying about the weather stripping, it's right here. It's horrible. Another example for it. It's horrible. The other thing I looked up was how to unfog my windows. That's another thing that I'll be doing. Too. Sorry, I got hiccups. If anybody knows what this is called, this little piece right here, I need a new one because it's rusting and it has this white stuff that's going on it right now. I'm not liking it at all. But yeah, that's the update for you guys. So hopefully you guys, you know, like the little update, because I've not been making any videos about the car. And I'll see you in the next video. I'll see you in the next video in the 24th on the 25th. That video might not have me talking because I don't know if they're allowed to have cameras or anything, if I'm allowed to have cameras in there. So if I'm not talking and there's just music, I'm sorry. But yeah, we should be getting all that stuff done the 24th and the 25th. So hopefully it goes out how it wants to. And I'll see you guys there.